Sometimes life hits all at once, challenges pile up, problems have no answers, and losses make no sense. Listen closely, my brother, because what I'll tell you today might completely change the way you see your life. When Allah wants to raise you, to mature you, to make you stronger, He first introduces you to loneliness. Suddenly, no one seems to understand you. People you trusted drift away, friends disappear quietly, and you find yourself standing alone, surrounded by a crowd that feels distant. Darkness falls, coldness settles into your soul. A sadness you thought would never end takes root in your heart. Your body, your mind, your spirit all feel heavy. Fear creeps into your thoughts. Anxiety sits on your chest like a stone. And one day you realize that even the things you valued most are slowly being taken from you. But know this, Allah never abandons you. The one who allowed you to fall is the same one who will help you rise again. This process isn't meant to break you, it's meant to elevate you. Some may ask, why would Allah do this? Why not help directly? But they fail to see the mercy behind the test. You, my brother, will see it, because you are stepping into that depth. Sometimes life brings you to a point where even waking up in the morning feels like a burden. There's a weight on your heart, questions in your mind, and a quiet exhaustion in your soul. And at that very moment, Allah wants to introduce you to yourself. He leads you toward the strength that already lives within you. Yes, this path is painful, it's exhausting, but it's sacred, because the darkest nights are the messengers of the brightest mornings. Allah doesn't throw you into darkness, He births you from it. The real power within your heart emerges only in silence, in solitude and in pain. You cry during this time. You don't rebel, but you question. Why me, you ask. And over time, you begin to realize this pain has made you wiser, stronger, and deeper. What you thought was depression was actually the beginning of your rebirth. Allah pulls you away from the noise of the world to draw you closer to your inner world, because true peace isn't found outside. It's found in a heart that turns toward Him. He shakes you. He stirs your soul, but only to lift you up again. The strongest souls in history are the ones who walked through the deepest pain. When Allah pulls you into darkness, He's actually awakening you to a new level of consciousness. Unseen doors begin to open without you realizing it. While you think you're lost, you're actually learning the most valuable lesson of your life. And when this painful chapter finally ends, you'll see the light return and you'll understand. This pain didn't destroy you, it rebirthed you. Every hardship you face is, in truth, a hidden gift from Allah. Sometimes life leaves you feeling alone, even when you're surrounded by people, because when Allah wants to elevate you, He first detaches you from everything else. The friends you trusted, the people you loved, one by one, they begin to fade away. And in the middle of the noise, you start to hear something deeper, your own voice. This loneliness is not a punishment, it's a calling, because Allah wants to draw you closer to Him. And sometimes you can't reach the truth until you escape the crowd. When Allah removes people from your life, He's not abandoning you. He's pulling you away from false attachments hidden among them. That loneliness isn't meant to punish you. It's meant to teach you how to tell the difference between what is real and what is temporary. Ibn Arabi said, "When Allah separates you from the world, He is not depriving you. He is refining you. He wants you to cleanse your heart from the shallow ties that pollute it, so that instead of getting lost behind people's masks, you can hear the voice of truth that rises from within. The silence in your heart, that deep emptiness. It teaches you something sacred. In this world, there is only one being you can truly rely on, Allah. The more you distance yourself from people, the closer you come to Him. And in those quiet moments, you'll realize He never left you, and He never will. Maybe you once depended too much on others, trying to earn their approval, chasing their attention, giving pieces of yourself to keep their love. But Allah purifies you from these fragile attachments so that your heart can hold on only to His love. Then, your soul is cleansed of false affection and begins to taste the sweetness of the real one. Loneliness may seem terrifying at first, but it's the greatest teacher, because when you're alone, you hear your thoughts clearly, you see your mistakes, you set new intentions that beautify your heart. Allah detaches you from people you cling to unconsciously to free you from emotional dependence. You learn to stand tall without needing anyone's presence to hold you up. Yes, this process is difficult, but loneliness doesn't destroy you. It liberates you. It reminds you of your true worth, because now you no longer live for people's approval. You live for Allah's contentment. The loneliness Allah gives you is not a curse. It's a sacred gift. It awakens your inner strength, your self-respect, and the awareness of your real value. Remember, my brother, people leave, friendships fade, but Allah never leaves. When people walk away, it's often Allah's way of pulling you closer to Himself. And in that deepest silence, you feel His presence more powerfully than ever before. It's then that you finally understand. Loneliness isn't a weakness. It's the holiest gift that leads you straight back to Allah. There comes a time in every life when everything begins to feel heavy. From the moment you open your eyes in the morning to the moment your head hits the pillow at night, each step feels like carrying a burden too great to bear. Things that once came easy now drain you. No matter how hard you try, results don't come. It's as if life itself is pulling you down into the mud. In these moments, both your body and your mind grow weary. But know this, when Allah tests you with exhaustion, He is actually elevating you. Because Allah never strengthens you through ease. He molds you through struggle, building your patience and endurance. You may crave an easy life, to rest, to have everything go smoothly. But Allah knows that what comes without effort holds no real value. That's why He pushes you, because He wants to make you unshakable. Just as a tree with deep roots survives every storm, you too are made strong through these trials. Those times when you feel completely drained are actually proof of how seriously you're holding on to life. They reveal your determination, your ability to keep moving even when there's no visible reward. Ibn Arabi said, Allah hides your strength in your struggle. Only when you are tested do you discover what He placed within you. Through this process, Allah teaches you your true worth. He doesn't want you to rise through shortcuts, but through patience, perseverance, and honest effort. Because He knows anything gained without labor can never last. There will be moments when nothing seems to work. You'll give your days and nights and still feel like your efforts are in vain. But right then, Allah pauses you. He silences the noise around you and makes you reflect. Am I on the right path? Is this truly what I'm meant to be doing? That exhaustion isn't punishment. It's divine permission to stop and think. It's Allah giving you space to realign your direction, because humans think best only when they're tired of chasing everything else. And in that stillness, Allah invites you to awaken, to reshape your life with awareness and intention. Most people won't understand this phase. Some will complain, some will rebel, and others will give up entirely. But what Allah wants from you is patient resistance. When you endure with patience, Allah supports you. He opens doors you never imagined. And in that moment, the hidden strength inside you begins to rise. This fatigue isn't sent to break you, it's sent to shape you, or to make you more resilient, more focused, more mature. Because character isn't formed in comfort, it's forged in difficulty. Yes, Allah allows you to grow weary, but that weariness won't take you somewhere you can't handle. It will take you exactly where you're meant to be. Never forget, my brother, what tires you the most is often the greatest opportunity in disguise. Exhaustion isn't the sign of breaking, it's the sign of becoming. So don't give up. When you're tired, rest, but never turn back. Because every time Allah allows you to feel weary, He's preparing you for more beautiful days ahead. Then one day, a quiet fear begins to settle in your heart. Uncertainty fills your life. Even the things you once felt sure about start to feel unclear. Your mind begins to echo those familiar doubts. What if I fail? What if everything falls apart? You lie awake at night, your thoughts refusing to rest. Worries about the future press against your chest and tighten your heart. But know this, that anxiety isn't sent to punish you. It's sent to open the door to surrender. Sometimes Allah tests you through fear because He doesn't want you to rely too much on your own strength and forget Him in the process. That worry you feel is an invisible thread pulling you gently back toward Him. This uncertain period reveals what truly matters to you. It exposes which trusts in your heart are false and which are real. So Allah removes every false source of security, one by one, taking away the temporary supports you depend on, so that you may find your true strength only in Him. So don't be afraid. Every moment of fear is actually a lesson from Allah, a moment of divine training. Because that fear isn't calling you to panic, it's calling you to surrender to His power. True security begins only when you fully trust Allah. He sometimes leaves you in life's uncertainties and tests you with moments of fear, not to frighten you, but to teach you where to seek refuge. By confronting you with things you can't control, Allah reminds you that the control over life was never in your hands. It has always been in His. Sometimes, when everything seems fine, suddenly fear washes over you. You think, what if I lose everything? What if I fail? What if they leave me? Those thoughts may seem meaningless, but in truth, they are divine warnings. Because Allah tests you with unrest to help you see what needs to be corrected in your life. That inner unease is your heart remembering a truth it has begun to forget. Anxiety forces you to face yourself. It calls you to let go of what harms you and to purify your heart once again. Never forget, the anxiety Allah gives you is not meant to sadden you. It's meant to awaken you. That fear is a silent message from your Lord telling your heart, it's time to remember me again. For a human being only remembers their true master when they are afraid. And in those moments of fear, the only thing that can truly calm your heart is closeness to Allah. Ibn Arabi said, when fear enters the heart, it is not to destroy it, but to clear the way for faith. Because Allah is calling you to grow. He wants to take you out of your uncertainty and turn you into something stronger. The one who gives you fear and anxiety is also the one who gives you peace. And the only thing that can truly calm your heart is His mercy. So in those moments that shake you, don't run, turn back and trust Him. Because when you do, fear gives way to peace and anxiety turns into surrender. Then, Allah tests you with loss. In your journey through life, you begin to lose the things you valued most. The things you held tightly start slipping through your fingers. Your efforts seem to bring no result. The plans you spent years building fall apart in a moment. You may lose your wealth, your health, your status, someone you love, or even a dream you spent years chasing. But know this, these losses are not accidents. Allah allows them not to harm you, but to develop you. Because sometimes a person cannot understand the true worth of what they have until it's taken away. Every loss opens a door inside your heart. And when you step through that door, you realize, when Allah takes something from you, He is preparing you for something far greater. Sometimes the one you love drifts away. Sometimes the opportunity you waited for slips away, and your heart breaks under the weight of disappointment. But these losses are actually Allah's way of opening new doors. For when Allah takes something from you, He is already preparing something better in its place. Yes, the pain of loss hurts. Days, even months can pass with that ache in your heart. But remember, that pain is divine education. Allah doesn't break you. He builds you. Behind every loss lies a gain, and behind every destruction, a rebirth. People don't recognize value until they lose it. But if you endure with patience and surrender, you won't be left with loss. You'll be left with peace. That's why Allah sometimes confronts you with painful yet meaningful losses, so that your heart softens, your soul matures, and your vision deepens. Yes, loss hurts at first, but within that pain lies an awakening. Because loss teaches you that nothing in this life is permanent. When you realize that nothing truly belongs to you, you begin to see the world differently. You understand that in truth, you own nothing. Everything is a trust. Your wealth, your loved ones, your chances, even your time, all of it is temporary. And when you realize this, your heart detaches from the world and attaches to Allah. That's why Allah sometimes takes away the things and people you hold dearest. Not to punish you, but to free you from your dependencies and draw you closer to Him. Through what He takes, He returns you to your essence. So if today you've lost something or someone you love deeply, don't despair, my brother, because Allah is growing you. Your heart may be burning right now, but He is preparing something beyond what you can imagine. You may be mourning what's gone, but Allah is already building your future in the most beautiful way. Your losses don't diminish you. They give you meaning. They make you wiser, more patient, and stronger. Ibn Arabi said, every loss that leads you back to Allah is not a loss. It is liberation. Everything you've lost, my friend, is not the end. It's a divine test preparing you for something far greater. Maybe right now your life feels full of struggle, pain, or confusion. Maybe you can't make sense of what's happening. But remember this, behind every hardship, every loss, every long waiting, there is a message from Allah waiting to be understood. You may be standing in darkness today, unable to see the reason behind it all, but trust this: everything you're living through is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and preparing you for days more beautiful than you can imagine. Allah never forgets you, He never abandons you, and He will never let you fall. Just believe, trust Him, and be patient, because the pain you feel today is the proof of the joy that's waiting tomorrow. When it gets hard, don't give up. When you're tired, rest, but never quit. Allah sees every effort, every tear, every silent prayer, and He is preparing to take you exactly where your soul truly belongs. If this message touched your heart, if these words made you reflect, then meet me in the comments. Write from your heart, "My Lord, turn my losses into wisdom." And never forget, my brother, in Allah's plan there are no mistakes. Just wait with patience, because in the end, you will always find yourself face to face with something truly beautiful: peace and prayers.